Hey, what's up guys? Joker here, and I hope you're all doing well. Today we have an all PC gaming news days. We're going to be focusing on a few PC gaming news topics. First up, we're going to be talking about maybe the end of Origin, possibly, question mark? Not so fast, I highly doubt that's the case, but a large number of their titles are coming over to Steam, as well as all new and future titles from EA will be launching alongside on Steam as well. But there is a catch to that, and of course there's a catch because this is EA after all. Also, we've got a rumor concerning Bloodbourne finally coming to the PC, and a deal over on GOG for their summer sale that I needed to let you guys know about that you are not going to want to miss, so stay tuned for all of that news. But first, today's video is brought to you by MMORC.com, where you could save money on games for all of your favorite platforms, as well as software like Windows 10 Pro, which you can get for just $15, as well as Office 2019 Pro and Office 365. And if you act right now, you can get an additional 27% off with my code JOK27 at checkout, and that'll knock the price down on Windows 10 Pro from $15.29 all the way down to $11.16. And of course, they accept a wide variety of payment from PayPal to credit cards to Bitcoin. So be sure to act now and hit up the links down in the description below. So first up, let's talk about Electronic Arts launching 25 plus titles over on Steam, which is kind of a huge deal, honestly, as they've pretty much been keeping their titles to themselves for the past several years, going all the way back to like Battlefield 3 is kind of like one of the first games I remember being one of the exclusive games to Origin that you needed to have Origin for, and since then all of their Electronic Arts published titles have launched exclusively on Origin, and you could not get them on Steam at all, although some older titles like Bad Company 2, Dragon Age Origins, I believe the first Mass Effect, you could still get those games on Steam. They didn't like remove them from Steam or anything like that, but all of the newer stuff has not been on Steam. However, that changes today as a bunch of their back catalog of games, like some of the Need for Speed titles, as well as Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition, have launched over on Steam now, and all the new titles like the Command & Conquer Remastered, which comes out today, is available now on Steam. If we come over there, you can see they've got their own dedicated page for Electronic Arts where a lot of titles are on there. Like I said, the new release Command & Conquer Remaster, which is out today, launching on Steam at the same exact time along with where it's come out in Origin, and a bunch of older titles as well, Dragon Age Inquisition, Plants vs. Zombies, Unravel, some of the indie titles like that, Mirror's Edge Catalyst available on there as well, Medal of Honor, Crisis titles, although some Crisis titles were already available on Steam. Crisis 1 and 2 were, but I believe not Crisis 3, although I'm not sure if Crisis 3 is on here right now. And no Battlefield titles, though. Those seem to still be exclusive over to Origin, and also EA's Access, their subscription-based service, which is actually pretty good. The Origin Premier service is going to be coming to Steam as well later this summer, but it's not available on there yet. So if you do want to get any of these titles on Steam, you will have to buy them one at a time until the Origin Access becomes available through Steam, or you can get it obviously on Origin right now. So on paper, that all sounds hunky-dory. The games are coming to Steam, and now you don't need to have Origin anymore, right? Well, wrong, because there's a catch, and as I said at the start, of course there's a catch, because this is EA, and EA are always going to be scumbags, because EA are, well, they're scumbags, and basically, if you get these games on Steam, you still need to have Origin installed on your system. Now, this is still probably going to end up being a good thing for EA, because I feel like Steam gets a lot more quote-unquote foot traffic, I guess you can call it, as there's a lot more eyes on Steam, more people are going to be launching Steam to do other things. If you go on Origin, I feel like you're literally going there because you're forced to. Like, you're going on Origin to play an EA title. I don't think anyone buys non-EA titles through Origin, because why would you? Wouldn't you prefer to have all of your games in one single library, which this definitely accomplishes. If you want to get some of the newer titles, you could still have them in your Steam library. However, you're not really getting any of the other benefits of having a game on your Steam library. So as I said, you will still need to use the Origin launcher, but on top of that, you're not even getting Steam cloud saves, and there are no Steam achievements. So even those two key things, other than just having them in your Steam library, which would make people want to pick up the EA titles through Steam instead of Origin, you're not getting those things either. So no cloud saves from Steam and no Steam achievements. All of that stuff will still be handled through Origin. Obviously, Origin has their own form of cloud saves and achievements, but for a lot of people that are big fans of Steam and don't like having additional launchers on their system, you're still going to be required to have that, and you don't get any of the additional benefits. It's basically just putting it into your Steam library, which for a lot of people might be enough, and you might be happy with that. But sadly, you'll still have to rely on Origin for the other basic services. Now, it's still a good thing, though, that these games are coming to Steam. Stuff like Command & Conquer Remastered will have access to stuff like the Steam Workshop for modding, which is definitely going to be a good thing, as I feel it's a lot more accessible, for users that want to get into downloading and uploading their own mods and stuff like that. The Steam Workshop is going to be great for things like that, but there are a lot of other key features that are missing here. So I'd be curious to see what your guys' opinion is on these games coming to Steam and, some of these features seemingly missing that you would have preferred to see if they were actually bringing these titles to Steam and not requiring you to still use Origin for some of the key features. Next up, a rumor coming from the Twitterverse on Bloodbourne possibly coming to PC. This is a rumor which we have seen kicked around time and time again, although this time it's coming from a couple of more credible sources in the gaming industry. And over on Twitter, this was posted by a couple of people. We'll start off by the first person, Wario64, who said you can play Bloodbourne on PC with PS Now, ... or wait a little longer, basically saying that eventually it will be available on PC natively, and you won't have to use something like PS Now, which I think a lot of people will be excited for. From Software has its huge fan base from titles like Dark Souls, as well as the Sekiro series. Or not really Sekiro series, it's only one game. So the Dark Souls series and Sekiro, people that like those Souls-like games from Software, who have been wanting to play Bloodborne on the PC, as it's only been on the PS4 up until now, will hopefully soon be able to play it on the PC as well. And another person also tweeted that it would be coming to the PC very, very soon. Saying specifically, for those just joining me, yes, Bloodbourne will be coming to PC. I've had it confirmed by a very trusted source, and I have a lot of faith in the company who's doing the port. You won't be disappointed. It genuinely is happening. So if you've been waiting this long, to play Bloodbourne on the PC, then it sounds like it's going to be coming pretty soon, maybe around the time when the PS5 launches. Maybe they'll do like a remaster for the PlayStation 5 and then launch it on the PC at the same time. That's definitely a possibility, or maybe we'll see it even sooner than that, as we've been seeing a lot of Sony exclusives from third-party developers coming over to the PC as well, like the Heavy Rain titles and stuff. So hopefully we'll get to play it real soon. Last up, before we get out of here, GOG is running their summer sale right now. They've got a lot of good deals going on, but there's one in particular that I felt I had to let you guys know about in case you've been living under a rock and you have somehow not jumped into the Witcher series of games yet. They are marked down tremendously over there with the enhanced editions and Game of the Year editions of those games, which have all of the included DLC, which is fantastic DLC. Like, I'm talking like proper story expansions, not just like a couple of like clothing items or stuff like that you see in other titles, like maybe from EA. No, CD Projekt Red does DLCs right. It's like proper expansion packs and stuff. And they've got these games marked down quite a bit. The first game is marked down at 99 cents, which honestly, the first Witcher game has not aged particularly well at all. And, I mean, if you really want to get the full story, you can go ahead and try to play it. But honestly, the combat in that game is so different, being time-based, and it just personally was not for me. It doesn't really hold up that well in 2020, in my personal opinion, but you might have a different opinion on that, as everyone does have them. But Witcher 2 is one that does still hold up very well, and there's a lot of mods for that if you want to enhance the graphics. I mean, the game still looks very, very good, even by today's standards, with just the vanilla graphics. But of course, you can get graphics mods. That game right now is only $2. And then Witcher 3 Game of the Year Edition, which again has all the DLC included with it, is $15, which is not obviously marked down as much as the other titles, but it's still a very good price at $15. You're getting a hell of a game there with over 100 hours of enjoyment. One of the best games of all time. So yeah, pick this up, honestly. If you have not played The Witcher 2 or The Witcher 3, I would strongly suggest you play them. Or if maybe you came in and only played The Witcher 3, maybe that was your introduction into the series, I can definitely recommend Witcher 2, as it has an incredible story and the gameplay and graphics still hold up in the year 2020, even though it's 8 years old now. But that is all I have got for you guys in today's video. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, but I look forward to reading your thoughts and comments down below, as always, especially on Electronic Arts bringing their titles to Steam. Definitely want to hear your guys' feedback and thoughts on that and how everything's going with it. Is it enough to save EA in a lot of people's eyes who think they're one of the worst companies in the world? I'm not so sure, especially when you still need Origin to play these games off of Steam. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you maybe over the weekend or on Monday for another video.